The walk starts at Salisbury. And here's a view of the magnificent Salisbury Cathedral, celebrating its 750th anniversary. Look at that spire. Now on the Clarendon Way, along the suburban path known as Milford Hollow. Now on Milford Mill Road, crossing the River Bourne. Here's one of the first waymarks for the Clarendon Way. It has the sign of a bishop's mitre or ceremonial hat. Looking back along the first footpath of the Clarendon Way, you can see the spire of Salisbury Cathedral. There's a bit of a haze. This is looking back the way I've come. I did manage to go a bit wrong as well finding this footpath. Brilliant. At the viewpoint at King Manor Hill, looking back to Salisbury. There are the ruins of Clarendon Palace, where in 1164 King Henry II held a council of bishops and barons, which went a long way to defining the relationship between the Crown and Church, and led to the murder a few years later of Thomas à Becket. Now on the path beside the ruins of Clarendon Palace, the walk passes these magnificent trees. The leaves are already beginning to turn, even though it's only late September. The walk enters woodland for a couple of miles and heads towards the village of Pitton. Still on the clear path through the woods, heading towards Pitton. Coming towards the end of the woods now, but this is really a splendid section of the walk. The view over Pitton village. There's the way ahead. Now at the Silver Plough pub in Pitton. Now heading for Winterslow. Glorious views have opened up. That's the way ahead. There's a view of the Flint All Saints Church, Winterslow. And that's the way ahead. There's a closer view of All Saints Church, Winterslow. Now heading towards Middle Winterslow, and that's the way ahead. Middle Winterslow. Glorious view from the path in Middle Winterslow. I've come across a sign for the Monarchs Way, which is an absolutely enormous long distance footpath, hundreds of miles long, right across the south of England. Now on an old Roman road which ran between Old Sarum and Clausentum. Old Sarum near Salisbury, Clausentum near Southampton. Rapidly approaching the Hampshire border as well. Just a few yards along from the previous shot, the views have really opened up. And there's the Roman road and the way ahead. As we'll be in Hampshire very shortly, here's what a Wiltshire footpath sign looks like. All the walking so far has been in Wiltshire. The Roman road strides majestically on. Now in Hampshire, here's a Hampshire type of Clarendon Way sign. On the lane, now heading to Buckholt Farm. One of the barns at Buckholt Farm. That's the way ahead. At Buckholt Farm I left the Roman road and am now heading along this bridleway for Broughton, the final destination of today's walk along the Clarendon Way. Approaching Broughton, there's a great view over to the right along the path. Unfortunately I'm pointing into the sun. Now descending to Broughton through woodland. There's the Greyhound pub, Broughton. There's the pub sign. There's the War Memorial at Broughton. And here's the church at Broughton. I'm very near to it. And there's the dovecot in the churchyard at Broughton Church. There's the Tally Ho pub in Broughton and the end of today's walk along the Clarendon Way.